बुरे श्रुमापति महादेव की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। Prabhaktajan, Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. As you join with Bhai Kishan Ji and Anji Devi in celebrating a wonderful birthday this evening, giving thanks to Bhagwan, performing puja and worship to the lotus-like feet of Hanuman Swami. This evening we are about to commence a beautiful pravachan, katha, taken from the golden pages of the Shri Ramcharitra. But before doing so, I invite you all to please stand as we join in our opening arti this evening. Om Sajam Chavarati Samyuktim Vahinayochita Maya Deepagrihanarevasya Trihalokyatimidapaham Yani Tani Japapani Janmihritani Cha Tani Tani Vanashanti Parakshana Prade Prade Aharati Shira Mayana Jeki Kirati Kalitala Lita Siya Piki Aharati Shira Mayana Jeki Kirati Kalitala Lita Siya Piki Gavat Brahma Nika Muninarada Valamika Vijnana Vishadara Sukasannakari Shesha Arusharara Sukasannakari Shesha Arusharara Varani Pavana Sutta Kirati Liki Ahadati Shira Mayana Jiki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapiki Ahadati Shira Mayana Jiki Ahadati Shira Mayana Jiki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapiki Bhavani Arugat Sambhava Muni Vijnani Vyasiyari Kavi Punga Bhakani Vyasiyari Kavi Punga Bhakani Kaka Gushunche Garuda Ki Diki Aharati Shira Mayana Jiki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapiki Chahadayu Vera Puranaya Sadasa Chahu Srasa Sab Krantana Korasa तन मन धन संतन के सरवस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस सारे अंश सम्मत सबहिनी आहर दिशेना मायन जी के कीरति कली कललित सिया पीगी आरती शेरा मायन जी के आरती शेरा मायन जी के कीरति कली कललित सिया पीगी कलिमल हरनि विषय रस पीके शुभग सिंगार मुक्ति युग पीके हरनि रोग बाबा मोरिया मीके हरनि रोग बाबा मोरिया मीके तात मात सब पीढ़ी तुलसी हरति शेना मायन जी के कीरति कली कललित सिया पीगी This evening, my dear friends and devotees, once you join a beautiful katha and once you worship Hanuman ji today, and we honor the divine Lord and Master of the universe. He is the 11th Rudra Bhagavan Shankara. And so this evening, as we commence a beautiful katha, let us take the opportunity to glorify the divine Lord in the form of Mahadev Swami, the divine Lord in the form of Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Om Namah Shivaya. 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 बुरे पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, सियापति रामचंद्र की, उमापति महादेव की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की. अपने अपने आसन नीचे में have respectful seats this evening. Once more again, Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. As you are about to embark upon a beautiful katha taken from the golden pages of the Shriram Charitramanas, before doing so this evening, let me say a special swagatam and welcome to all those joining with us via Media Concepts 29 this evening. Wherever you are, may the blessings of Pawan Putra Hanumanji be with you this evening. Also, let me say swagatam to all those joining with me via my Facebook page this evening, Pundit Shivan Harrypersad. Hanuman Swami's blessings to each and every one of you joining in Katha. My dear friends and bhaktas, before journeying to our pravachan, let us all sit upright and let us draw our palms together. Let us close our physical eyes and let us visualize the beautiful form of Bhagavan. By whatever name you may call God, by whatever name you may visualize Bhagavan to be, my dear friends and devotees, concentrate upon Paramatma. As we surrender to the feet of God, as we celebrate our Janamdin today, as we take the opportunity to offer gratitude to Bhagwan and thank Bhagwan for life and all of his blessings through the medium of performing puja and satsang. My dear friends, this evening you too take this opportunity to offer gratitude to the Lord and thank the Divine Lord and Master of the universe for the gift of life, for an opportunity to pray again. Thank God for all of his blessings in your life today. As we pray this evening, हमें दया करो, हमें रक्षा करो, बार-बार नमस्कार करता हूँ। ओम हरि ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम। हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हमें दया करो। श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः। ओम श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Salutations to Lord Ganesh. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakote Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurmedeva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Saraswati Namastobhyam Vararika Matarupini Vidyanambam Karishyami Siddhira Bhavatu Me Sada. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namam. Jayanti Kali Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga cha Mahashiva Ratri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Hrim Barukaya Apadvaranaya Guru Guru Barukaya Hrim Om Namah Shivaya. Salutations to the Holy Ramayana. Varananam Rata Sanganam Rasanam Chandasamapi Mangalanam Chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayako. Jehe Sumirata Siddhi Hoi Gananayaka Kari Varavarana Kahano Ano Grahasoi Bodhirazi Shubha Guna Sadhana Moka Hoi Pachar Pangu Chadaya Giri Varavahana Chaso Kripa Sudhaya Dravaho Sakala Kali Maladayana Nila Saro Rahosham Taruna Aduna Barejanayana Kumnayamnu Samadhi Umaramana Karunayana Chahe Dina Parani करहु कृपा दनमयना बंदो गुरु परकंजा सुकृपा करे बर बरना महामोहा तमपूर चासो वचन रवि करनिकरा पवन पवन कुमार कलबान पावक ज्ञान ज्ञान जासो हृदय आकर बसहि राम साचा पदर श्री गुरु चरण सरोवर निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघु बर विमल यशा जोदायक बलचार बोनाहिना धनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि वेद्या देव मोहि हरहु करे सियापति रामचंद्र की जय उमापति महादेव की जय वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय ओदेसा जगन्नाथ की जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय सियापति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम पवन पुत्र हनुमान की मेरे devotees and bhaktas Goswami Tulsidas ji very beautifully describes that Hanuman ji in that Bhalak form, the form of a child, his name is Anjanaya. Anjanaya, the son of Anjani Mata, and Kesari, the spiritual son of Vayu, Pavan, the wind god. Anjanaya, being the son of Anjani Mata, he had great spiritual abilities. He could fly. He was a Vanar. He was half human, half monkey. He was a Vanar. And he could have leaped, he could have flied, he could have grown how huge he wants to be. Anjanaya, every day, his mother will go when he's asleep to collect flowers for puja, to collect her fruits to perform her puja. Why would she go when Hanumanji in this form of Anjanaya, this Bhalak form, is asleep? Because Anjanaya, anything he got to eat, he would eat it out. Any amount of food that he sees, Jai Bhagwan, he would eat it out. So Anjani Mata, she wouldn't get chance to perform her puja, to make her offerings and obligations, because as she brings the fruits, Anjanaya will eat them out. And so she had a particular time when she will go to collect her fruits and flowers when Anjanaya is asleep. And she will return and make her offerings. And while she make her offerings, by that time Anjanaya, he will awake and then he will partake of the fruits. But one day, Anjani Mata went to collect her fruits. And so she got caught up while on her way to collect the fruits. And she wasn't paying attention to time. And while she's roaming the Kishkinda, she's looking for fruits. Goswami Tulsidas, she tells to us what takes place. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jaya Ram Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Rama Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. बिनु पल परना बना अंजनी माई सात जनों जन सागर पारा जय राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा सुनी मरिसानी सा कर कर कोही अंजनया सहदब मुनि भारी जय राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम प्रभु श्री राम जय राम जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की Anjaneya. It is that time when Anjani Mata, she is roaming the forest collecting fruits. She's seen so much fruits that she forgot about time. Have you ever went shopping or somewhere that you forget about time and you just get caught up in whatever you are doing? This was Anjanima. And while she's looking and roaming and collecting beautiful fruits, she doesn't study time. But Anjaneya at home, it's his time where he would normally wake up. And as he woke up, he calls out, Are Mate! But Anjani Ma isn't home. He's accustomed when he wake up, he will get the fruits to eat. He's hungry. And as he goes looking into the home, no pal, no fruits. He goes into the mandir, little kutia, no fruits, no prasad, nothing. He's hungry. He calls Ma. But Anjani Mata is deep into the forest. Anjaneya is walking in and out of the home. Likewise, if you wake up home and your parents isn't home and they didn't leave food for you, you will walk from inside to outside and watch the time, watch the gate, and hoping they will return spoon with something to eat. He's walking in and out and he's calling, Ma, I'm hungry. But Anjani Ma, she doesn't hear him. Time is passing by, and as she finally realizes, oh my, Hanumanji is at home, Maruti, and he must be hungry. Anjaneya walks into the forest. And while he's walking, and he looks on the eastern direction, he sees this beautiful orange-colored fruit. It's amongst the trees. It's shining. It's dazzling. He says to himself, I've never tasted this fruit. I've never even seen this fruit. It's amongst these trees and it's so beautiful. I can't even look at it. The color, I can't even describe how beautiful it is, whether it's red, yellow, or if it's orange. But he wants to taste this fruit. As he's traveling in the eastern direction, he cannot seem to find the tree, but he's seeing this light, this beautiful fruit shining. He decides that I'm going to leap and I'm going for that fruit. And as he leaps and he goes, my dear friends, and he's going towards that wonderful fruit. What is this fruit? If you go into the forest and you look between the trees in the eastern direction, what would you see in the daylight? The moon, the sun. But he is small. He doesn't know what it is. He sees it amongst the leaves, and he knows amongst the leaf, when you see colored circle things, it is what? Fruits. So he begins to leap for this fruit. It's getting hot, and he's getting hungry. As the place gets hotter, he's getting hungrier, and he begins to leap. And why is he leaping, my dear friends? When you go close to the sun, or when you're in the sun, you see what a shadow. His shadow begins to reflect on the sun. And Shanidev is looking. And Shanidev is saying, my duty is to create eclipse. My duty is to create eclipse. But someone else is taking my duty. Someone else is trying to cover the sun. So he goes to Indradev, the king of the Devas, and he begins to complain. What happens as he talks to Indradev? And Maruti is journeying to that sun. He goes to Indradev. Goswami Tulsidashi describes for us this evening. Hari ho Rama milan kab hoye, अंग सवाला गिरहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए, अंग सवाला गिरहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए, अंग सवाला गिरहे. मारुति साभो मुनि मारा, मारुति साभो मुनि मारा. सूर्या निश करता को, सूर्या निश करता हो, अंग सवाला गिरहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए, अंग सवाला गिरहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए, अंग सवाला गिरहे. My dear friends, as Maruti is shadowing the sun, Shanidev goes to Indradev and he complains, there's someone creating an eclipse and it isn't me. Someone is trying to take my position. In life, when we see things like this happening, we think and we overjudge and we overlook at things and we think that people are trying to take our positions in life. My dear friends and devotees, in life, everyone has their duty. And everyone has their positions, and everyone has their life layout before them according to Bhagwan. My dear devotees, likewise, Indradev, he doesn't ask a question. He goes by Surya. He sees his little one going towards his sun. He holds the Mukdar. And as he releases the Mukdar, it hits Maruti, and Maruti is falling to the ground. As Maruti is falling to the ground, my dear friends and devotees, he is the spiritual son of whom? Pawan Putra, the Lord of the wind. Pawan Putra, Pawan Devta, seeing this, he immediately goes and he holds Maruti. He takes him carefully into a cave, and as he places him there, Pawan Devta is angry. What he does, Katha tells to us. Maria Sara De विजनीरा मारिया सारा देव जनीरा स्तुति पवन देवा स्तुति पवन देवा अंग समाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए अंग सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए अंग सवाला गिरे पवन पुत्र मान की Maruti, he receives a thunderbolt, a mukdar from Indradev. And as he's falling, remember he's in his balak, this is the child form. He's falling, my dear devotees and bhaktas. Pawan Devta, the Lord of the wind, he holds him. He takes him into a cave. And Pawan Devta is angry. If someone hits your child, what happens? Jai Bhagwan. World War III started. Pawan Devta, he takes Maruti into a cave. He's angry and he says that this is how they are going to treat my child. Then I will take all of the wind from the universe. And he begins to absorb all of the wind and all of the air. And as he takes all of the air and the wind, Maruti is lying inside of this cave. The animals begin to die. The rishis and munis begin to die. Everyone is suffering. Why? Because we need air to breathe. And if you have no air to breathe, then what happens? Mud gay. You die. This is why, my dear friends and devotees, we depend on the elements to live, to survive. And this is why we must appreciate the elements. This is why Sanatana Dharma teaches us to worship the elements. We worship Pawan Devta, the element of air. We worship Agni Devta, the element of fire. We worship Dharti Mata, Mother Earth. Isn't this so? We worship all of the various elements and all of God's creation. Because everything that God has created and every element plays an important role and part in our lives. The Devas didn't know what to do. They went and they found that cave. And as all of the Devas gathered there, they begin to pray to Pawan. And they are begging Pawan Devta, Bhagwan, please release the air. Otherwise the universe will be destroyed. Even the plants are dying. And so, Pawan Devta is there. He's listening to their prayer. He's listening to them, but he looks at his son. And he says, what about my son? And so, the Devas, they look at Pawan Devta and they said, Pawan, release air into the universe back, and we will ensure that Maruti will be well taken care of. He would never be destroyed. He will always be protected. He would even be the one to protect devotees. So no one could bring his destruction. Rest assured. And as Pawan Devta begins to breathe back air into the universe, and everything begins to live, Indradev, he looks at Maruti and he says, oh Maruti, please wake up. But Maruti still lies there. Anjani Mata learns what took place, and immediately she went into the cave. And as she went into the cave, she took Maruti upon her lap. And as she looked at him, she saw his chin was injured. How do you call your chin? Not the Chinese man negotiate. How you call your chin? Hanu. Your chin is called Hanu. She looks at him and she calls him Hanuman. She says, Mere Hanuman. And as she calls him Hanuman, he opens his eyes. And as Anjani, she holds Hanumanji in her hands. she's praying with him, she begins to sing. And while she's singing for him, he begins to smile. What is she singing this evening? As Anjani Mata sings for Hanumanji, and as he smiles to his mother, he feels as though all of his pain is gone. He feels as though he is re-energized now, and he could take the world single-handedly. This evening, let us also chant to Hanumanji. Let us also take that opportunity to pray to Hanumanji. With clasped hands, the Devas are praying. O Hanuman, may you forgive us. Om Anjani Sutaya Vidmahe Vayuputraya Dhimahe Tandu Hanuman Prachodayata. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Anjani Ma, she prays with him. Om Hang Hanumataye Namo Nama Sri Ashta Siddhe Namo Nama Anjayatanaya Namo Nama Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Om Hang Hanumataye Namo Nama Sri Ashta Siddhe Namo Nama Anjayatanaya Namo Nama Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Om Hang Hanumataye Namo Nama Sri Ashta Siddhe Namo Nama Anjayatanaya Namo Nama Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Ang Hanumataye Namo Nama Sri Ashta Siddhe Namo Nama Anjayatanaya Namo Nama Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Om Hang Hanumataye Namo Nama Ashta Siddhi Namo Nama Anjayatanaya Namo Nama Maruti Nandan Namo Nama. Om Hang Hanumataye Namo Nama Ashta Siddhi Namo Nama Maruti Nandan Namo Nama Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Om Hang Hanumataye Namo Nama Sri Ashta Siddhe Namo Nama Anjayatanaya Namo Nama Hanuman Baba Namo Nama. Pawan Putra Hanuman ki. Hanumanji begins to pray. And while he prays amongst the devatas, Indra Devata goes before Hanumanji. He takes the muktar and he says, "Oh Hanuman, today I give you this as your weapon." And this weapon signifies strength. And that is what you will stand for, strength. Hanumanji gives us strength. When we perform our Hanuman Puja, we believe that when we finish Hanumanji Puja, we should be able to lift up the bedi with one finger. But Hanumanji doesn't only give us physical strength. He gives us two other strengths that we need most in life today. He gives us mental strength to deal with all of the trouble and the hurdles of life and the stresses. He gives us spiritual strength to be spiritually strong, my dear friends, in your faith and in your dharma. He says, Hanuman, as you hold his muktar, you will ward off all evil and negativity that comes before your devotees. Hence, Hanuman Chalisa says, Bhuta pisachin kat nahi aave, Mahavid jab naam sunaave. Those who chant the name of Hanumanji, all evil, all negativity is removed. My dear friends, Hanumanji holds the muktar, he bows to it, and he bows to the feet of Indra Devata. Pavan Devta, he says, Hanumanji, today I bless you, that you will move as fast as the wind by your might. You will be able to grow as huge as you want, and you could shrink as small as you want. This is my vardhan to you, Hanuman. And Hanuman is smiling. Remember, he's a Bhalak. He's Maruti. He's smiling. And all of the Devtas gathered there together. They begin to give to Hanumanji various vardhan. The Kul Devtas tell to Hanumanji, O Hanuman, whomsoever may chant your name, Hanuman, with love and devotion, no sickness will be near them. Remember again, Hanuman Chalisa praises Hanuman for that. Na sahiroga hare sabapira, japata nirantana Hanumata vira. Those who chant the name of Hanumanji, all sickness and diseases will be removed. But not just chant the name of Hanumanji from your lips, but from your hriday, your heart. And as all the Devtas are giving Hanumanji various vardhan and gifts, Hanuman, you will be as intelligent, Jnana Guna Sagar. Hanumanji is very intelligent. Hanuman Chalisa says, Ashta Siddhi now, Niriket Hata. Hanumanji gained 8 Siddhi, Ashta Siddhi, 8 powers. As the Devtas left and Hanumanji continued to play and returned home with his mother, partaking of the fruits, the pal, bhojam, prasadam, Hanumanji says, you know what time it is? Anybody know what time? It is time now. When you are small and you get a toy, you can't wait to reach home to do what? To play. Hanumanji can't wait to try out these powers. Goswami Tulsidas tells to us, what does Hanumanji do? This evening, we listen. Jaya Rama Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Rama Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. तबरिश नीरज नाथ की जया का विनया निधि का हुम बिन दिन नहीं जय राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय रामा जय जय रामा. मलाना नत छधपि साहा अतुलित भल तीनु तेज प्रकाशा. जय राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा. बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय. Syapati Ramachandra ki. My dear friends and devotees, Hanumanji goes into the Kishkinda. He says, they have blessed me that I will be powerful and I can fly with any weight. So he sees the rishis and the munis praying. He holds one of the rishi while he's praying, put him on top of the tree. Jai Bhagwan. Imagine you praying. And when you open your eye, you're in top of a tree. That prayer is powerful, eh? He sees another rishi performing Hawan with his eyes closed. He says, they blessed me that I will be powerful and I could take his smallest form and be as swift as the wind. He goes and he takes the bowl with all the samagri and he gone with it. As the rishi bows, Om Ang Aganay Namah Swaha, and he dip. No ghee, no samagri. Jai Bhagwan. Hanumanji takes the Ramayana and he goes with all of the books. He's taking everything and he's going with it. He's taking the rishis and munis and placing them into the holy Ganga. And everything that he does, he's laughing. When the rishis and munis are looking to see what is taking place, who is doing this? He's laughing. Nobody. And he left. One day, one of the rishis saw Hanuman. You know, sometimes some people praying and they pray like this. One eye closed and one eye. Jai Bhagwan. You ever see people sleep like that? Hara Hara Mahadev. My dear friends, why is the rishi saw Hanumanji? He called all of the rishis together and they came up with a plan. And they said, you know what? This little Maruti is very mischievous. He's disturbing our puja. He's disturbing our worship. He's disturbing our vrat. We must teach him a lesson. But we shouldn't be too harsh with him, because he doesn't know what he is doing. So the rishis and munis, they saw Hanumanji and they called him O Maruti and they gave him a shrap. What is his shrap? They said, oh Hanuman, for being so mischievous and misusing your power, your siddhis, from today onwards, you will forget about these siddhis that you have and these powers. Until one day, someone will remind you about your powers when you would need it the most. And from that day, Hanumanji forgot about all of his powers. And Hanumanji lived a normal life. But whilst he lived a normal life, he was yet very powerful and determined. As time passed by and Hanumanji grew older, he became the greatest devotee of Sri Ram. He served Sri Ram without remembering his powers and abilities. And he served Sri Ram wholeheartedly. Everything that Sri Ram wanted him to do, he did it wholeheartedly without using any of his abilities. Until one day, while searching for Sita Mata, reaching to the southern end of India, and they couldn't find Sita Devi, he said, I can't return to my Lord Ram. How could I return to my Lord empty-handed? He'll be disappointed in me. And he said, I will take my life. And then Jamwan remembered the shrap that Hanumanji got when he was Maruti, a small child. And he says, oh Hanuman, you were given a strap that you will forget your powers until someone reminds you of it when you will need it the most. And today I remind you about your powers. And Jamwan reminded Hanumanji about his powers. And that power is what he used to journey to Lankapuri. My dear friends, likewise in life, we all are blessed and we all are sent upon this earth with great abilities. Maybe not to get big like Hanumanji and small and be swift and fast and as strong as Hanuman. But everybody is sent here with unique abilities to do certain things. Some maybe to be a good mason, maybe a good photographer, maybe a good cook, maybe a good seamstress, many different things. And they are all hidden within. And what we do, we doubt ourselves about what we can do. We must be like Jamwan and remind ourselves how great and how powerful you are. That you can do anything that you want, my dear friends, in this world, by your might, by being determined, by the blessings of Hanumanji. एक बार बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की. My dear devotees and bhaktas, whilst everyone begin to praise Hanumanji this evening, let us all join in these 40 golden verses in praises of Pawan Putra. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. To those joining with us via Media Concepts 29 and my Facebook page, Pundit Shivan Harrypersad, I invite you this evening as well to join with us in chanting the Shri Hanuman Chalisa. To pray with us this evening as we take this opportunity, yes, to thank God for life as we celebrate with Bhai Kishan Ji, his wonderful Janamdin, but also we take this opportunity to chant the Hanuman Chalisa to pray for our country, our nation, the world at large, our communities. For those lying on the hospital beds to be touched with that divine spark of divinity, we pray Bhagwan may touch those who are in distress and lift them out of whatever negative situation they're experiencing in life. And may you bless us all with strength physically, mentally, and spiritually. This evening, pray selflessly and not selfishly. Om Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nija Mana Mukura Sudhar Varano Raghubhara Vimala Yasha Jodhayaka Palachar Bonahina Tanujanike Sumire Upavana Kumar Balapuri Vidya Devumuhi Harahu Kalesha Vikar. Bole Pawan Putra Hanuman ki, Pawan Putra Hanuman ki, Pawan Putra Hanuman ki. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Gurudeva Kinai. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Gurudeva Kinai. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीशति लोक उजागर रामदूत तुलित बल नामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव पवन पुत्र हनुमान की. कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा कानर कुंडर कुंचित केशा हाथ भद्रौर ध्वजौ विराजे कांधे मोज जने को साज शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आत प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिया दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक चलावा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव पवन पुत्र हनुमान की. भीम रूप धरि असुन संगावे रामचंद्र के काज सवाये लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर शिवर लाय। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत समभाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की। पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। सहस वदन तुम यो यस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मांड मुनीषा, नारद शारद सहित अनीश। यम कुबेर गोपाल चहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। तुम प्रकार सुग्रीवन कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राज पर दीना। तुम्हारे मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर में सब जग जाना। युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लियो ताहि मधुर पर जानू। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। मुद्रिका मिली मुख माही, जलनि रांगी गए अचन चनाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम रुआले राम रुआले राम रुआले, तुम रखवाले होतन आज्ञा बिनु पहसाए। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की ना। पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। सब सुकल है तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। अपन तेज समारो आपे, दीनहु लोक हाकते कापे। भूत पिशाच भूत पिशाच भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव। पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, मारुति भगवान की। नास है रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंजन हनुमत बीरा। संगत से हनुमान चुरावे, मन ब्रह्मचर्यान चोलावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन पद पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है, प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवाले, असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय अंत काल रघुपति पुर जारी जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई औद देवता चित नार रही हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे संकट हरे अमिते सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय या सत पार पात कर कोई चूत ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साकी गौरी सा तुलसीदास तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय पवन तनय संकट हरणम मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसौ सुरभो हृदय बसौ सुरभो हृदय बसौ सुरभो हृदय बसौ सुरभो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की महावीर स्वामी की my devotees and bhaktas joining in those beautiful verses and praises of Lord Hanumanji receiving the beautiful darshan of Hanumanji this evening at this time let us all sit upright as we join in our Havan mantras and offerings at this point wherever you are sitting whether it's in the mandir in your home, whether it's in your vehicle, your workplaces, wherever you are this evening, take this opportunity to join in Havan offerings, to receive the blessings of the divine Devis and Devatas. We all are very privileged and blessed this evening to worship God once more again. Every opportunity that we get to worship Bhagwan, grasp that opportunity. And grasp that opportunity to thank God for life. We are here today. We are here now. We are not sure for tomorrow. We are not sure for later on tonight. And so, we grasp the opportunity to make these offerings to the divine. We offer Achman, water. Around the fires we perform Achman. We pray once more again to the divine. Om Papaham Papakarmaham Pap Atma Sambhava Trahimam Pundarikaksho Sarva Papa Haro Hari Om Agni Jotra Jotra Gani Swaha Om Surya Jotra Jotra Surya Swaha Om Chandra Jotra Jotra Chandra Swaha Om Deepam Jotra Jotra Deepam Swaha Om Naivedyam Jotra Jotra Naivedyam Swaha Om Mahaprajapate Namaha Swaha Om Mahaganai Namah Swaha Om Gam Ganaripati Namah Swaha Saraswati Matai Namah Swaha Om Lakshmi Matai Namah Swaha Om Dum Durgai Namah Swaha Krinkali Matai Namah Swaha Om Kateri Matai Namah Swaha Om Ganga Matai Namah Swaha Om Shri Ramchandrai Namah Swaha Om Sita Matai Namah Swaha Om Pavan Putra Hanuman Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Panchmukhi Hanuman Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Kring Krishnaya Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Radha Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Satrayan Swami Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Surya Narayan Swami Bhyo Namah Swaha Suryari Naugrahari Utay Namah Swaha Om Ishdevta Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Kul Devta Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Gram Devta Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Dastikpal Devta Bhyo Namah Swaha Om Mahaprajapati Namah Swaha ओम श्री सूर्यारि नवग्रहरि उताय नमः स्वाहा नाग बाबाभ्यो नमः स्वाहा नागिन माताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम इष्ट देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा कुल देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम ग्राम देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम दस्तिकपाल देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम महाप्रजापति नमः स्वाहा ओम श्री संगनिधि बाबाभ्यो नमः स्वाहा काल भैरव बाबाभ्यो नमः स्वाहा मुनिष प्रेम बाबाभ्यो नमः स्वाहा वीरभद्राभ्यो नमः स्वाहा पार्वती माताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा कार्तिकेय बाबाभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम श्री महाहयग्रीव भगवानभ्यो नमः स्वाहा वरहरिउताय नमः स्वाहा नरसिंह देवताय नमः स्वाहा ओम गरुड़ देवताय नमः स्वाहा ओम पांचमुखी हनुमानभ्यो 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 नमः स्वाहा ओम सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा सर्वेभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा. Kravujai, I invite you all to please stand for the final Purnamahuti. Om Purnamidha Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Shanti Swaha. We offer Achman. Om Mandakniyasto Yadavari Sarva Paparam Shamam Tarikarapam Samyagya Samyagya Pratigrahitam. We take a flower now. As you find the fire east, west, north, south to the heaven. Om Vanaspati Dasura Bhuto Yogan Yugan Yutamaha Agrahan Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Prati Grahitam. There is all the blessing. Shri Om Bhut Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Pavan Putra Hanuman ki. There is all join in our arti this evening. Om Yani Tani Chapapani Janma Hiritani Cha Tani Tani Prashyanti Prakshana Pradhe Pradhe. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Divye Namo Namaha. Om Aharati Shira Mayana Jeke Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapiki. Aharati Shira Mayana Jeke Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapiki. Gavat Brahmanika Muninarara Valamika Vijnana Visharara Sukasannakari Shesha Adusharara Sukasannakari Shesha Adusharara Varani Bhavana Sutta Kirati Vike. Aharati Shira Mayana Jike Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapike. Aharati Shira Mayana Jike Aharati Shira Mayana Jike Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapike. संतन गावत शंभु भवानी अरुगत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यासियारी कवि पूंग बखानी व्यासियारी कवि पूंग बखानी काकभूषुं गरुड़ गिरि की चारयु वीर पुराण सरस चाहु श्वास सब ग्रंथ न को रस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस सारे अंश सम्मत सबही आरती शेरा मायन जी की गिरती कलित ललित सिया पी की कलिमलहरनि विषय रस पी के सुबग सिंगार मुक्ति युग पी के हरनि रोग बाबा मोरिया मी के हरनि रोग बाबा मोरिया मी के दात मात सब बेरी तुलसी मायन जी के गिरती कलित ललित सिया पी के गिरती कलित ललित सिया पी के गिरती कलित ललित सिया बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बाबा की नाम पर गंगा की दार पर गंगा की दार बाबा की दाम पर गंगा की दार पर गंगा की दार सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा ओ जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी अरे देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी अम्बा अम्बा जय जगदम्बा अम्बा अम्बा जय जगदम्बा अम्बा अम्बा जय जगदम्बा बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जगदम्बा Brahma Mata ki. Let us all draw our palms together in prarthana and pray. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janadanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Trasrame Kahena Vacha Manasendreva Pudyatmana va Prakatim Subhautam Karomi Yagya Sakalam Prashme Narayanati Samarapayami. Together. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Jasaka Tvameva Tvameva Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Tvameva Sarvam. With clasped hands together, turn to the person next to you as you say Sitaram. Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram 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 Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram 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 Sitaram. This evening as we say Sitaram, we bow to the divinity within each and every one, as we believe that God is here, there and everywhere. Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram 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 Sitaram. Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham. बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की, उमापति महादेव की, आज शक्ति नव दुर्गा माता की, श्यापति रामचंद्र की, बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम. You may have respectful seats at this time. Once we take the opportunity and we make preparations to stick the birthday cake at this time, I would like to dedicate this beautiful bhajan to Bhai Kishan Ji this evening on behalf of all of us here at the Mandir. So I invite my Dulahin to prepare the cake. Babana ave chai, babana ave chai, मोर मन लागा भवनवा से. babana ave chai, babana ave chai, मोर मन लागा भवनवा से. मोर मन लागा भवनवा से, मोर मन लागा भवनवा से. babana ave chai, babana ave chai, मोर मन लागा भवनवा. हमरे बभनवा तू एक शार हतवा, हमरे बभनवा तू एक शार हतवा. तुरो एक शारी हो, तुरो एक शारी हो, मोर मन लागा बभनवा से. तुरो एक शारी हो, तुरो एक शारी हो, मोर मन लागा बभनवा. अरे मोर मन लागा बभनवा बभनवा, मोर मन लागा बभनवा से. बबना आवे जाए, बबना आवे जाए, मोर मन लागा बबनवा से. मोर मन लागा बबनवा से, मोर मन लागा बबनवा से. बार बार दिल ये गाए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तुझे हजारों जार ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Bihari, happy birthday. Today we celebrate the birthday of Mr. Bihari. Everyone together. बार बार दिल ये गाए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Kishan, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Kishan, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. May Hanuman ji continue to bless you and your wonderful family, and may continue to do the beautiful work to promote Sanatan Dharma. On behalf of myself, my wonderful Dulahin, and our son, Shriyan, and of course all of the members of our mandir, we take the opportunity, and members of my group, to of course wish you Lord Hanumanji's choicest blessings and continued blessings now and forever. My dear devotees and bhaktas, let me say a special thank you once more to Bhai Kishan ji for streaming this evening's devotion. Thank you to all those who have taken the time to join with us via Media Concepts 29 and also my Facebook page, Pundit Shivan Harrypersad, this evening in devotion, celebrating the birthday of our media guy, the Managing Director of Media Concepts 29, Bhai Kishan ji. May Hanumanji blessings be with you now and forever. Jai Sitaram.